Handbrake of the gods.
Handbrake of the gods. Oh, dude, I'm going specialist today. I don't normally use this class.
It's a mistake. Don't change anything. Don't do something new. Just kidding.
Don't change anything. Stay the same forever.
Stay forever. Who would have said that? Everything, nothing changes ever. I think that's what he said, right? That's what he said. Dude, we got Matthias on here. What's up, Matthias?
Yeah, dude. Hello.
I bet
I saw
he will have to. I bet he will have to negotiate his. He will have to negotiate
audio
a microphone
setting.
situation. Exactamo.
Yeah.
And it's just in a browser, so it's janked.
Right. So if you're on
It's
your
not real.
phone, it might be harder.
Oh, impossible. Nay, impossible. But let's
Yeah,
go. Let's go.
Potentially impossible.
I want to hear about everything that's happening.
Everything that's happening, up, down, and around.
360.
Yep. 360.
And all dimensions, past, present, and future, just to name a few. But other dimensions don't even exist on that timeline. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Where the dimensions the aliens come from.
Exactly. Like
Yeah,
nearby, solid, probably etheric-based places. I bet they don't get down with matter like we do. Like, I bet you couldn't hand them a deck of cards and they're like, it's cool, I'll take this home and put it on my porch. And like, you don't have a porch. And like, you're right.
You don't have a porch. Yeah, he loves
Maybe they can like simulate
porch
something
monkeying it up.
Porch monkeying it up. Yo, alien porch monkeys.
Yeah.
When I
That's what the jellies are. They're just little pods that float around. Sometimes they like want to feel what water feels like, so they dip in.
When I think porch monkey, the reason I am saying it, what I am saying is monkeys hanging out on a porch, having a great time. These monkeys are having like the time of their life. It's Ecstasyville. This is a positive
Yeah,
thing.
it's a fun
Anybody
place to
wants to
hang.
throw
People come
shade?
by.
Anybody who's
Yeah.
throwing shade on porch monkeyness is just not getting the real vibe.
They're not.
It is
They don't know how to chill,
quite
dude.
dense. Quite dense.
They don't know how to chill with the neighborhood.
Just turns out that some people's brains don't work so good, and you know what? There's very little in the way of a warranty, so you deal with what you deal with.
Dude, I think my game sound is too high.
Too high? I can't hear it at all. Shoot
Well,
something.
yeah.
I don't hear either of your guys' games.
I had mine was down
That's
like
great.
super low.
I just had my own set messed up. Not
Like,
messed up.
guns
I
work
just had
great from a distance.
my volume
You know-
too high.
You know what I was thinking after our last session, gentlemen?
Yeah.
I was thinking that we could and should, when we operate in a squad, what we should do is stick together and enter rooms systematically, like slowly, at the edge of our weapons. So if your weapon shoots like 100 units, you should be at like 95 units away from the enemy. That way you're not a close target for their cheeseball weapons, and you know you're basically out of their range.
Right.
So it's like
So,
sometimes
like,
we
from
race in a
Fortnite?
little too much in this game.
In this game.
In this game,
Okay,
because sometimes we run right up to people's faces, and we don't have to be exposed to like their nasty short range awesome weapons. We've got pretty decent ranged weapons, and can use that to our advantage. I'm gonna flank to the right here. We got trouble out here in these areas. Oh, I just got reach. First reach death.
Matthias wants to know how to fix the sound. So there's a little gear icon at the bottom, and if you click
Yes.
on that, I think the third option from the top is the audio,
It's the
audio. And then from there you just
You got to
need
choose an
select
input
the
source.
input that is correct and an output that's correct.
Yes. Which is probably just, if you're on a cell phone audio. But it's gonna, your browser is gonna ask for permissiones. For these reasons, we like an incognito browser for this software with with no plugins, because
Yeah,
it's a weird piece of software. It's weird in the sense of complex.
It does not like Cardano wallets. I don't know which ones. I haven't really tested it, but it does have a problem with a bunch of browser
lot of
extensions.
Yeah. So a clean incognito window with no extensions, and accept all the cookies, etc. And then see if you can pipe. It's
Little
rough.
sensitive.
You can pipe the audio from that sweet cell phone into the inputs of that browser. Chrome for life, baby. Yeah, and not all browsers are created the same. If you can't get it like a Chrome browser, a Chrome incognito window would be pretty much perfect. However, I get that people don't love the Chrome for its privacy concerns, etc. But
Big
just for this
Daddy
one,
Googs.
hey, there we go. We got it joined. Boom, boom.
I am.
Can you hear us, Matthias?
In. Hey,
I'm
man.
in. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Nice, dude. What part of the world are you calling us from?
Man, you don't even want to know.
Don't even want to know. I love it.
This
Or is it? Are you on planet or off planet?
This is just like a barren rock.
It's a moon.
In the Mediterranean, it's like nowhere. No.
I love that.
There's
That's
nothing
awesome.
here.
Do they have coconuts there?
No, we don't. We don't even have fucking coconuts, man.
That's insanity, dude. I'd get a refund.
I get a refund. Yeah.
Gonna swear on here, though. I'm gonna swear a lot, so yeah.
Yeah, totally. It's okay to swear. Even though this is the United States of America, and the First Amendment applies to this broadcast. You can say anything you want about your government or otherwise. Go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah. We say
Just don't tell them where you live if you've got a death squad in your local locale.
Yeah.
I don't know where exactly you are.
we say a lot of shit on
Yeah, we
here.
actually do. We do.
Death squads? Do they keep
Yeah.
order? Are they generally thought of well?
No, man, this is mafia country, so
Okay, so that's the bad kind. It's extortions. Oh no! Oh no! Well, in any event, we'll pray for your soul, dude,
Yeah, dude.
and your safety,
so-
etc.
survived for half a year already, so
Yeah.
Exactement.
longer even. They like me for
Dude.
some reason.
They like him.
That's awesome.
Does good work, probably.
Love it.
They don't know what I do.
Get it done though, huh?
That's hilarious. Matthias, are you coming to ETH Denver this year?
No, man, that's too expensive. I don't have any money.
Oh, okay. Then that's not going to work for a flight, etc. The
No, I'm like
the,
stuck here, you know.
the conference itself actually has a like 20,000 free people coming. I think it's people that have any kind of resume can get it for free. We all
Yeah,
got it
there's
for
a
free.
DAO that is giving away tickets, so you could get a free ticket, but yeah, you still have to get there.
They're also paying for my flight.
No,
That's hilarious.
No free
I don't think so.
flights.
Yeah, that's the
They
thing.
probably have a digital component, I would imagine. Nice,
Yeah.
nice. Well, very cool. Well, there are, there are better things than being stuck in a coconutless lands moon rock. I mean, I can think of 3.
It's a fucking rock, man. There's nothing here. It's just there's not even trees.
Oh, that's like an Easter Island situation when they get rid of their trees.
Yeah.
No, it's too, it gets too hot here in summer, so
Too
trees
hot
don't
and
do
too much
well.
salt.
Too much salt, too much humidity as well. You know, there's like black mold everywhere.
Interesting.
Oh, yeah.
I
Not
had
all
to-
black mold is bad
Barren
for
rock.
you. I've learned.
Yeah,
Some is.
Don't tell. My mother would not
apartment.
believe that.
I know. People don't,
I
but
did my
there's a test you
apartment
can
with
do.
bleach today, and I even have to put it in the toilet tank so it starts growing there. It's unbelievable. I mean, I
Love
keep
it.
things pretty tidy and clean, but you really
Yeah.
have to do that here.
Yeah.
You make sense to me. I mean, safety
You have
first.
to be on it.
Mm.
That's good. I mean,
Like,
if you've got the
weekly.
materials,
Good
This is-
hygiene
this is-
protocol.
exactement.
Yeah, well, we do have bleach, so that's good.
Yeah. Need bleach.
100%. Yeah,
Yeah.
that'll
I'm gonna
do-
mute
that'll
for a
do.
second. I need to take a piss.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah.
Thanks for the mute. Oh, okay. So we're on B. B is rolling. I am capping on. We are capping on B. We got more than half a B down here. Come stand over here. Nice. It does not. We got people behind us. And
Oh.
okay, Turtle
Turtle
Justice.
Justice.
Nice, holding it down with the hardware.
Yeah.
Hang on to that for
Yeah.
as long as you can.
Got stomped on.
Exactly, that thing can stomp on people. That is nice. I'm a fan.
Oh, shot me in the back.
Yeah, they got these
Horn-headed
bumblebee-
dude.
These bumblebee units are that's an AI. That was crazy.
So Danny, what
Okay,
you been into? What's popping? Daniel.
Hello?
Hello?
Yeah,
Couldn't
I've
hear
been
you.
Working.
You been working?
Yeah.
You enjoying that pattern? You learning?
Oh yeah, no, it's been a lot of fun. I've been enjoying my work. It's just it's
That's
work.
right. You're into a new
It's a lot of
situation.
work. But yeah, no, I'm like just trying. It's consuming a lot of me to figure out what to do shit. But it's also like it's a
Say that again?
pattern. Hello.
Then? You're just kind of quiet.
How am I quiet? My gain is like up.
Yeah, I can hear him fairly. Maybe you need to boost on your
Maybe
side, Peter.
Maybe I
can hear him.
need
He's
to
pretty good.
turn down
Yeah.
my game sound even more.
I can't even really hear your game sound, Peter Daniels.
Alright. Sorry, Daniel.
You
No,
know,
no,
No, you're good.
sometimes I feel like Napoleon here because there's like nothing here and I'm just on a rock in the Mediterranean.
Right. He got exiled to Elba.
Yeah, no, it's not even Elba. Elba is better than this shithole.
That's hilarious. In a prison. That's funny, dude. Oh man.
Last week I stood on the top of the island.
Yeah.
There's like an ancient citadel there, and you can oversee the entire island. Like literally,
nice.
you can see like the sea in every direction. So it's that fucking small.
Wow.
Nice.
Unbelievable.
Nice.
It's not even that far, you know. It's like it's not in the
Yeah.
distance. It's like really close in every direction you see. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
You
nice.
it feels like a small island. You feel? Is there a chance you could feel a little trapped?
Yeah, man.
Yeah. It sounds like
Yeah.
it.
I was in Kauai in
There's an island in real
2012.
life.
Yeah, this is an island. I was in the
Yeah.
Hawaiian Islands in Kauai in 2012, and I had been there for about 8 hours, and there was a sound from the beach that reminded me of a tornado siren. I grew up in the Midwest in the U.S., and we had in a place that had like tons of tornadoes, and in Kansas. And this was another kind of siren, and the people next to us worked for NOAA, the North American Aerologic or
Yeah, the storm planes.
the storm planes, exactly. Atmospheric Administration, NOAA, North American Oceanographic Atmospheric Association. Anyway, these are the people that issue these warnings, and what it was a tsunami warning, and the tsunami warning was that
Oh shit.
there was a 5.8 Richter scale earthquake in Alaska, and this earthquake would create a shockwave of water that would be arriving in 3.5 hours. The last time it arose, it was a 54-foot wave, and it was in 1958 or something like that. So they were like, so this is a real one. You need to not be where the water is now. And so we just got to this place, and so we had like all this food that we'd gotten from Costco, and we packed up all the food in the car, and we drove to the top of the island where you could see in lots of directions, only from one side. Kauai is a pretty big place, but we could see all the ocean and all this kind of stuff. The whole island came up to this top of this thing.
That's like what, 20 meters or something?
Yeah. Yeah, something like that.
Oh yeah, 20 meters. Yeah, there you go, 20 meters. Yep. Sorry. Yes, the rest of the world uses the real system. 100%.
Yeah. Base 10, baby.
Base 10. Well, anyway, the entire island came up there, and the radio station stayed on, and everybody turned on the local radio station, and basically talked about the end of the world for like 4 hours. And then when the thing actually arose, it was 8 inches.
Wow.
Well, yeah, it was like, wow, that was. But that terror of all those people being like, our homes, like our fields, our businesses, you know, it was just trauma on a wild, like, ocean, island-wide level. And anyway, it was not the bonding kind of trauma. It was the.
It sounds like some crypto hysteria thing, like sell everything.
Sell everything. Sell everything. Victory. We victor. We victor.
Hell yeah.
Nice. All right, quick break and we're back. Here we go.
Quick break.
Handbrake of the gods. Here we go.
Handbrake.
Woo!
Oh, fuck.
Where do we find ourselves? All right, we know this one. Matthias, do they have weed on this island of yours?
Hello?
Wait, no, he's not. He may not be here.
His rectangle disappeared. I don't know if he's on
Rectangle. Oh, it must be rejoined. Rejoiner. Oh, there it is.
Hey.
Nice. Hey, Matthias. Apologies. You were in a different state than necessary on the control board. Are you there, good sir?
Good sir. Testing. Stay on the
ask me what
outer...
level I am. Ask me what level I am as an officer.
What level are you as an officer?
420.
420.
I'm 420, dude. I'm a 420 officer. I'm Officer 420, yo. I think what we need
Yo.
here is an inspection of the various heating elements and coils of this device. It needs to produce heat in a stable way that is healthy to the children. We are the world. We are the children.
No, cannot hear you.
No.
No, unfortunately not. Oh, here, wait. But you have to be activated. Oh, crazy. And then...
So he pops up and then it seems like he ejects. or
Okay.
something.
Maybe
Yep.
that's the way it's got to be. I thought we could turn off no video if I bet you still have audio. Maybe I was wrong.
Oh no. Okay. So you were
This is now-
accidentally in the waiting room. Alright, we got him.
Sitting in the waiting room.
You can hear me now?
Yeah,
Yes,
I
I
can
can.
hear you now, man.
Okay.
This is nice.
So
This
you-
is normal
Sorry.
normal part of our pod is the
Yep.
technical problems.
You're
Yeah.
yeah. This is like a really difficult platform, guys.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah, no,
Standard
it's fucking
lack of
retarded how crazy
professionalism.
bad it. Yeah, it's terrible. It's awful. And plus, you're having to bounce it off a goddamn satellite or something, or by carrier pigeon, maybe
Yeah,
fiber optic
something
cable.
like that.
No, I have
Totally.
Starlink.
There you go,
cool.
off satellites, just like us. We're Starlinking it.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
Paul
can actually
is.
see it passing above heads sometimes, like the express thing.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
nice. That's
It's
cool.
it gives me a very much we're here for your resources kind of vibe when I see that.
I mean, that's how far in the part of the world I am, you know, because you don't see the Starlink Express where there's good connection, you know.
Where there's good connection. That's hilarious. That's hilarious. Do they have weed on this island of yours, or do you have to bring it with you?
It's fucking legal here.
Well then, how bad can this island be?
Yeah, well, that's
I
the
mean,
thing.
I mean, you are 6 weeks and 6 plants away from heaven. What are you talking about?
I don't do weed, man.
Okay, sorry. Didn't mean to tempt you with the devil's grass.
No, I'm not tempted. I've got beer enough for the night.
There we go.
Nice, nice.
Yeah.
What
It's
kind of
actually
beverages
just-
do they serve at this rock bar?
Oh god, it's cheap as fuck and it's called Skull.
Skull.
Cool.
Yeah,
I love it.
Nice.
Skull.
well, it's okay. Does the trick
Yeah.
though. It's actually that humid outside right now. There's like water popping up everywhere.
So how hot is it? And you're pretty close to the equator.
No, that's still quite far actually. But I mean, it's because we get like desert air from Libya.
Okay. All the air off of the continent of Africa is blowing on you.
Yeah, I'm really close to Libya, so yeah. It's,
Apparently, that it's filled with all kinds of iron, and that is how the sea gets seeded. Is with that wind that comes westerly or easterly off of Africa,
yeah.
and it
Oh,
blows to the Amazon, and it's the reason why the Amazon's the Amazon because of the richness of the soil, which comes from African soil
it
being
creates
blown.
fertility.
Yeah, totally.
Just not on this island, man.
Not on this island.
Not here. Too close to the blow dryer.
Well,
yeah,
it's got weed,
I
so
guess
that's
so,
awesome.
man.
It's like a little mini Colorado.
It's got weed. It's got
Yeah.
weed. That's awesome.
Yeah,
outside
you
it.
But it
really
won't
start
grow
off on a
there.
firm foundation. You probably don't have a ton to worry about at this point as a society.
No, it's actually not a firm foundation because the island itself is hollow. It's limestone and it's hollowed out by the sea.
Like a volcano, like of a supervillain. I get where
So
we're
it's
going.
just
with
like
this.
you're just on the bigger rocks on top of the rock pile.
Yeah, on top of some void, and then there's like just ocean underneath, I guess. Yeah, it's
Dude.
crazy here.
Interesting, super interesting.
It looks like a sauna outside right now.
Very hot. I love it.
No, it's that humid. It's like there's like water coming down everywhere.
All of the
Crazy.
buildings. Yeah.
Yeah,
Damn.
yeah,
That's
literally.
fun.
It's like
Humidity.
when you look at the sea right now. I have view on the sea, and it's like all damp. You know, it's like it's boiling.
That's fun. It's super fun.
Boiling
smell
waters
the-
of the
Can even
Mediterranean.
smell the fish, you know. It's like,
Yeah. Cool.
Just wet.
So cool.
just nasty, man.
Nasty. Yeah, no.
It's really not a good place to live, actually.
Yeah.
Well,
It's-
you know, you got to make a house a home.
Yeah. How's that going? Yeah, like what's do you have do you take care of keep any plants?
There you go.
I got like a true penthouse here,
Okay.
but that's you have to take that with like a grain of salt because they call every top floor like a penthouse.
Totally. Why
Okay.
not? Go for it.
It's all fucking trash. So yeah.
Said you're up at the top too, so even more hot air. Nice.
Yeah, it's nice. I get the sheer winds, you know.
Yeah.
Dude. I'm so curious. What brings you to this island? Why have you? What has led you to this place?
Life did. I moved to this place because like they offered work and it's like the
That's
kind
nice.
of job like if I would have done that like back home I would be in jail right now. So
Oh shit.
and on this island it's apparently it's legal as well. So hey, why not? You know, no.
Crazy.
Yep.
Dude.
You live on this big pile of rocks.
Yeah, that's hollow.
A hollow pile of rocks.
Yeah, it's been collapsed many times.
That's
you think
legally
they're-
questionable and has free weed or legal weed. This is awesome.
Legal weed, yeah.
Yeah, this place is dangerous, man.
It's a sharp rock.
Crazy.
Shark infested.
Shark
Are there?
infested.
Do you see sharks out there?
Yeah, big ones. There's also like that's not even the worst ones. The worst ones are the orcas, you know.
There's orcas out there too.
Yeah, they start to attack like
Orcas
the
and
boats and
sharks.
everything.
Yeah, I heard about
Yeah.
that. That came out in May of last year, I think.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. They just set out to. It's like wasps. They're set out to kill you.
They're looking for it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Dude, somebody
How
tried
big?
piss
I
them
want to
off.
know how big the boats are that those things sunk.
Oh, pretty
Because-
big though.
Yeah,
Ocean liners.
decent size. Not
No,
ocean
no, no.
liners. Yeah, fuck.
$5,000.
Like medium to small size fishing boat. Like how big are we talking?
Oh, they would take on like 10-meter boats easily.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's a medium.
Yeah,
It
it's
would
not-
be
it's not
so
just one, it's
terrifying to be in a boat that was being attacked by a living animal. That was like, you are all
Right.
gonna drown by my
I was
fate."
always scared of.
It's not one. They come in a pack.
Right, no, that's right. They do.
Yeah.
Killer. And they have killer in their name, so you're like, these aren't the nice ones. They call those something else.
I mean, we have like
Love
beautiful beaches
Shamu.
here.
What the fuck?
Like beautiful wild rocky beaches.
Yes.
Pale colored waters, things like that. But almost no one goes in it because like it's infested with jellyfish.
Jellyfish.
Yeah, it's fucking horrible
Right on.
here.
Nature's like, dude,
Too
all I'm
much
hearing is
nature
you
in
need
that
a-
water.
You need a
Yeah.
new wetsuit. Like a dope ass wetsuit with a nice
It's on
mask
chainmail.
and a
Yeah.
little courage.
Yeah.
You get the idea why they legalized to eat, man. That's good.
Yeah.
You can eat anything you can catch with your hands. It's fine. Well,
There's
killer
one
orcas.
type of
I mean,
jellyfish that you can touch.
could-
You know, they won't sting. But it's only
Dude.
one kind. We have the dangerous ones as well.
one time when I was living on a beach,
Like the man
I was living on a beach in California,
Yeah, they're here.
and when I would wake up in the morning, I would play maracas, and sometimes dolphins would come up as I was playing, and they'd be like, "What's up? What's up? What's up? You're playing music," and I'd be like, "Yes, I am, but that's all the dolphin I speak." And in any event, if I was hanging out in a place that had killer whales like in the immediate vicinity, I think I might open an embassy. I'd be like, "Hey, what's up? Not all people suck. Where some of us are okay. You got to judge individually on these boat cases."
So you try to adjudicate shark behavior?
No.
Is that
I
what
wouldn't.
you're saying?
I wouldn't try to jump into our legal system. I would try to just send them peace and love and goodwill.
Oh,
maybe through the
okay,
end
so
of a
yeah,
maraca. I don't know.
you'd like pray for
Who knows?
the sharks.
to tell you something about dolphins here, though. We fucking hate
Yeah.
them because dolphins they chase away the fish, and that's the only food we
Right.
fucking have. So
Right. You got to be faster than the dolphins, smarter than the dolphins.
You gotta outcompete.
You're gonna
the
totally lose
dolphins.
that.
Yeah.
usually we just shoot them.
Oh Jesus! I guess you're shooting dolphins in this crazy
Oh, man.
villain's island paradise. Holy shit! Do you have like a giant laser that comes out of the middle of the volcano and can it blow up satellites, or is that a different blade?
Apparently, we also shoot like flamingos as well.
Flamingos. I've heard bad things about flamingos. I've heard flamingos get on people's
Like they're
nerves.
mean or something.
Yeah. They're like kind of they're not.
My
lovely
rooster
birds.
is getting mean, and I think he's about to go. Yep.
Well, that's what roosters do. Do you get eggs if you still have a rooster, or you
Yep.
just
used to
stop
get
getting more
eggs,
chicks?
and my mom says that her chickens are better, like, seem to be happier without a rooster.
Happier without a rooster. It
Which-
makes sense.
Yeah,
to me.
that's
Do
a
they
fact,
antagonize
though,
them or
because-
something?
Yeah.
No,
They
a
run 'em.
rooster needs on average like 7 chickens.
Oh.
And when there's less, they like
Overdo it.
yeah, they overfuck them, you know. So
Yeah.
and then they get stressed, and then there's something to that.
Yeah. And
birds
this we
fuck?
have literally he does mount these chickens.
Really?
But he's
I've
got
never-
11 of them.
It's like a fertilizing egg kind of
so
Fucks the
Yeah.
living shit out of them, you know.
he does command an
thing.
authority that is.
I guess my
kind of
internet filter's
atrocious.
working.
Yeah.
I've never seen
I thought you were a farmer, Paul. Did you grow up on a
Dude,
farm?
just not chickens, not around chickens. I've always been fascinated by chickens and goats because people tend to pull them off.
Yeah.
No, we were more like commercial,
Food
semi-commercial.
farmers.
Yeah, there's a lot of weed and a lot of corn on our farm.
Yeah.
Or you're
I was
that kind
growing
of
up.
farmer.
Yeah, exactement. It's a beautiful environment to grow
Just
up in.
next to all of God's nice plants.
One of my
Yeah, no, what's
earliest
a snack,
memories
man?
is my father waking me up. I must have been 2 or 3, and he handed me a spray can that you would usually use for maybe for Roundup or whatever if you were like kind of spraying the edge of a field. But now it's filled with kerosene, and the phoebe was on us, and so we had to go burn down all of the weed that we were growing between our rows of corn. And so we went outside, and my God, this is like the most fun shit. We go outside and we start a giant fire. And I remember looking at an entire field like burning, and I'm just like, this is the best night of my life. It was so much fun as a kid to have like a giant can of gasoline and like run around. Like, your job is to set this all on fire. It's like,
Yeah.
what?
Spray gas around.
This is awesome.
What? No way.
No way.
So wait, the
We got a
the-
tip as a family that
Okay.
that there was a agent in the area, and so we decided to
did some
disembark
preventative
from our
measures.
cannabinoid adventures.
Yeah. Drop out for a little while. Create a smaller footprint.
Exactly. And we were successful, if I remember correctly. No one went to jail, so this is great.
That would be the point that I double down, you know.
Yeah, totally. I just remember it being so like, if we can do this, we can do anything. I mean, it was very empowering as a child. I was like,
Yeah.
if this is what the adults are up to, I am down for whatever we're next.
Makes sense.
That's actually like the discovery of fire, like in history.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Super
To
fun.
experience that level of like dopamine
Well,
at a young
at
age.
night too, it's fire, and it's just like you're
Yeah,
just
no, but-
not supposed. You know you're not supposed to do it, but here we go. It's important to do it.
Can you imagine like you're a caveman and you
Oh,
get
God.
to discover fire? It would have been like the same ecstasy, you know.
If you can control it, your family lives. Like everybody you know loves you. Like I can make the
Yeah.
fire. Like you're like the man.
Go fucking nuts over that, you know. This
Yeah.
heat, you know, can
Totally.
kill you. Yeah. This
We
is
can
power,
we can
you
turn
know.
the food into something that tastes better than just like eating like raw eyeballs and shit. We can boil that
Yeah,
stuff.
but that we only figured out after we put Peter on the fire.
We'd start with the game. We would start with the game, I would imagine.
Yeah.
Peter seems incredibly thin to me. Like, I don't know being on the bone.
Yeah. Yeah,
Oh,
there would be some better options. I like to keep it that way.
I like to keep it that way.
Safety
Get in the
numbers.
fishing situation.
Easy-
Okay,
Easier to catch
so
than some hippo, though.
Yeah, I'm pretty slippery.
dude, I grew up in a state where it was legal to fish with dynamite. If you get dynamite involved in your fishing, if it's truly lawless, fuck a dolphin. I mean, really, if you're gonna shoot them, might as well dynamite their brains. I don't know. We'll get back to this after the break. Here we go.
Yeah.
Here we go. Officer 420 reporting for duty.
I think I'm gonna hit level 420 in this game on this cast, actually.
Nice. On the one you're playing right now?
Yeah, because I hit 412 and I usually go up quite a few levels.
Dude, we've been
each
going
game.
up like crazy. We're gonna play this left thing here. I think we're gonna try to hold left on C, just like fall left and work from left in. Dude, Matthias, in this paradise you find yourself in, what kind of constellations are you working with in your sky? Do you see any you recognize?
Yeah, the northern ones.
Nice.
Yeah, all of I recognize most of them. I was a huge yeah, I was very much into. I'm sorry.
Astronomy.
Yeah,
astronomy.
An astronomy buff when I was younger. Yeah.
This is awesome. Have you ever had a telescope?
Yeah, I did.
Nice. What was
I
your favorite kind of
wasn't
telescope? Or what'd you get your best results with?
But I only had one, and we bought it like at this would be like the equivalent of Walmart, so it wasn't a very good one.
Did you get to see like Saturn's rings or like Jupiter's moons or something?
Oh, not even. And we could barely see the moon with it.
Oh
so.
my god. My dad
You can see Jupiter's moons with good binoculars.
Yeah, my dad had a crazy
could,
telescope that he used. He could hook up a camera to it and take pictures of the moon through it and use it like a lens, essentially. You could just use
That's a specialized thing to get a good moon
I think
picture.
I'm missing out on some aesthetic here.
Yeah,
But
that's
this
the
dude,
coolest
it
part.
looked. Oh, he showed me all kinds of cool stuff that I don't even remember all what he showed me. But I know I looked at the planets and all that because we try to get out on nights that those planets would be out because they're not out all the time.
I got a Meade backpack telescope that had a very rudimentary star sync kind of computer in it, where it would say, "Find this star for me," and you point it and it locks it and it goes, "Find this star for me." And if you gave it 3 stars, it would be like, "I got the rest of them." And then you could use its whole catalog, and you could just point the telescope at whatever, and it would be like, "What you're looking at is catalog number," and then it wouldn't even have a name, you know, it'd just be like a little dash of light. But it was inexpensive, and what I loved about it is it was portable, so I could just take it with me wherever I went. And I got to some really nice Colorado, just very deep black skies out in the middle of nowhere in southwest Colorado. It's mostly desert out there, and so on a dark night, even just like a regular night, you see the Milky Way like tilting overhead, and it's like really obvious and very clear. And that you're just looking at a lot more stuff when the Milky Way is up there. You're like, how much is up there? How much stuff's up there? Like,
Yeah,
all
I remember something like that. I've only seen it once though, when I was in Poland.
Right
I
on.
could actually see the Milky Way.
Yeah.
Originally, I'm from Western Europe, and there's just
Nice.
too much light. You can't
That's right.
see anything really. So yeah, we didn't see a whole lot. And also,
Yeah.
this was the 90s, so the technology from
Yeah.
telescopes was really like
That's right.
Yeah,
They've got
ancient.
it's come a long way. There's a lot of
Yeah.
really inexpensive manufacturing methods. You can get extremely good glass for a telescope.
You can
Yeah.
see the Milky. I remember seeing like you could tell where the Milky Way's path was with just the naked eye when I was in Utah. And
yeah,
Yeah.
but
It's
in
pretty dark
Western
skies.
Europe it's impossible. You
Yeah.
can't even distinguish it. Yeah. This would be a good area to do something like that. Also-
The ocean's
although
perfect
I-
because it makes no light.
Yeah, but I still can't see the Milky Way with the naked eye though.
yeah.
So there must be
Interesting.
some kind of pollution.
It's the
here.
amount of
Maybe
water in the atmosphere. It's probably got you probably got crazy haze
Yeah.
and shimmer there. You know.
the
Yeah,
water and
that's
the dust.
probably what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. You
Yeah.
I'm in the mountains of Colorado in the United States, and on a cold night, there is no water between you and space. It's just frozen between you and everything else, and there's just your eye can just drive out, like just drive out into the void. It's awesome.
Oh, that's beautiful, man. That's it. Yeah.
Yeah, it there really
My-
is. It's like no.
My inner child is waking up when I hear that.
Well, dude, it has been really a beautiful place to observe stars, and I've seen so many SpaceX light trains go up when they send up the satellites, especially when they were kind of building in this area. We're using Starlink right now to broadcast this thing, and
Oh, this explains the platform's behavior.
oh, that should be a neutral server for you. I am coming to it through Starlink, but yeah, so as are you. But yes,
Yeah.
it connects us. It's probably in a data center somewhere, I would guess.
Yeah.
Probably in an Amazon web cloud somewhere.
Yeah.
So Starlink works on Cloudflare.
Yep. That's Cloudflare. Cloudflare, the DNS service.
Yeah,
Nice. We
it's on their servers.
we just had
I
to
know
make a
because-
choice.
We
Oh, go ahead.
utilize it for my work.
Nice.
Makes sense.
Yeah. There's a
Yeah,
lot on those
Cloudflare is
servers,
great. We
by the
use
way,
it for all
so
of our DNS at work.
For anyone watching, be careful what you share online at all times.
That's right. We need to hire Matthias to
we are-
scare
You're
our,
watching.
to red team our security.
yeah, red team us.
Your dirty porn requests.
Yeah.
Dear Lord.
I know.
There's
your
all that
strategy.
information gets stored in DNS, and that's why you do need to clean it out. I mean, I don't know. The
does.
most companies are pretty civilized
Oh no,
about it.
it doesn't matter because in a DNS server, the place where you request it gets stored, and not only on IP but also on GUID. So your device will also get stored. So everything basically.
Yeah. Well, that's
Unless
why you
you
got to use a
watch-
good privacy-conscious DNS service.
Unless you watch porn like with the Raspberry Pi, that changes all that things. You know, you want to
Dude.
go that far?
I recommend to anyone who will listen to stay off the bad parts of the internet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyone will listen.
There's a lot. There's a lot of
Warning.
craziness out there.
Yeah.
There will be some point in your life that people will use that against you.
Good.
I'm sure.
All that- all
I'm
that
sure it's happening
shit.
right now.
Right.
No, I think. What is a good stack for security? Because I mean,
Yeah.
you just have a clean browser, a clean VPN, and a clean cookie policy on all of this, and you might even get more complicated than that. What else can one do to remain semi-anonymous online?
Well, you pretty much named it already. How far
Oh.
do you want to go? Because there's just like,
Yeah.
yeah.
You ever use graphene?
Graphene?
Is that a browser?
Yeah, graphene is an OS for Android phones. So you can there's a certain they have graphenized Google Pixels for several generations, and you can, if you have an old Google Pixel or you get one for like 150 200 bucks on Amazon, you can load graphene on it, and it's insanely privacy conscious. Anyway, that becomes your base. You VPN out of that, and then you could have a very doesn't matter.
No, because you can still see the device unique code and the email code. So no, it doesn't matter at all.
Huh.
You will only be protected for the website that you browse. That's pretty much it.
Yeah, like
But
all
not
of
the
you're
provider.
saying that all of the packet data routed between there is being hoovered up by God knows what intelligence agency. Is that what we're saying? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, certainly it is. Yeah.
well, that's like 190 plus countries in the world that do that. So that's Angola trying to get you. It's
we-
everybody.
That's what we do, and we are not even an intelligence agency. We are we are subcontractors. So yeah. And we even we have access to that. So yeah.
That's got to be like I mean, if you were in any government, it's got to be about compromising other devices or having agreements in place where you can siphon the traffic. Then you've got a massive data storage problem. The place that go
If
ahead.
you want to be like truly private and
Yeah.
untraceable, you would need like a unique device with a
Yeah.
unique subscription to a provider in a
Yeah.
unique location every time you send a message.
Every time,
Yeah.
right?
Or
Otherwise, it's
send out
traceable.
anything of data, and then even if you have ever stored anything of personal information that can be traceable on any of those devices, it can be linked. So it's almost impossible to do,
Yeah,
Mm.
totally.
and
Yeah.
that's like the reality of it.
That's why I like to stay boring.
Yeah.
I like to
I'm
see
glad I've kept that as a pretty
all those
decent policy
movies
in my life.
super secret because I use a VPN and things like that, but it's just not the reality. It's all traceable and
Yeah,
pretty
yeah.
easily. So
Yeah, some browsers do it. Some browsers do a better job of anonymizing it, but I've seen the EFF.org does a great job of tracking the technology that is used in that. Here, this is one that I didn't know about. That's everywhere.
I literally
but-
have to do like 2 clicks and
Yeah.
I have everything, even with all those fail safes to protect your privacy.
You could roll through a Tor browser, but a lot of that's been compromised, I hear.
That's the same thing because you can also trace it and because when you utilize it, I don't know if you noticed it, it's way slower because it relays, right?
Yeah. Oh
but you can
no,
also-
but insanely slow. Nothing like real time. Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So by the time you're at your destination, it's already stored on some server.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Matthias, you've got a very bleak outlook on life, my friend.
No, it's
Or
just
very
reality.
practical. Exactly.
It's
But
reality.
I do this my job,
Yeah.
Exactly.
I do this
You're
every
taking
day.
your work home with you.
Yeah.
All good.
No, I know this. This is what I do is I research cases that are, again, I'm a subcontractor, so I'm like a
Yes.
mercenary in this. So I research cases and I provide the people that hire me with the outcome, be it governments or private businesses, whatever, you know,
Yeah.
whoever pays us. But
Totally.
it's really fucking easy if you have the technical background, you know.
Yeah. Dude, that's fun.
Makes
My
sense.
in the 90s, what I heard about the Electronic Frontiers Foundation in like '92 when I was in high school. I was horsing around the basement. All these guys were running around. We were having a great time playing pool. It was super fun. And my friend Dan, who went on to become a chip manufacturer programmer. He would program some of the logic in the for Intel. A real genius kind of a guy. EFF was concerned that email could be traced, and this is '92. So you could go to EFF.org through your dial-up modem, and they would give you an anonymous fucking email address. And I was like, "You go, EFF!" Like even back then. But they turned me on to this story, which I thought was hilarious. If you take any printer, and I mean any printer that you go buy at the store, and you print out, I don't know why it booted us out of here, but whatever. We're still in the same group. We're going back in. We got Himmelbach out here. Is he joining us tonight? He might. I haven't heard anything from him. No worries. We would totally invite him if we were going. Dude, okay, so anyway, you go to any printer, and you print a page of anything, and then you get a black light, and there will be these things called the yellow dots. And the yellow dots are a unique signature for every printer in the Western Hemisphere. And it's used to be able to track, let's say there was some kind of political upheaval and people started posting bills, you know, like meet here at this time. You could track the printer with this code.
Yeah.
And people
It
are
is-
unaware that this is on every device.
It is like an email code. Every device has its unique code, and everything you device with it
Yeah.
will have that code.
Have you seen the movie Captive? Have you seen the movie Captive State, Matthias? This movie?
No.
It's about an alien invasion and what it would look like. And what ends up happening is the aliens give the humans like super tech, and then all the human shit gets tracked.
Wait a moment. Is it normal that I can see like Peter's screen in mirror?
Oh.
That is I think you have to re-mirror it. That's a great call, buddy.
Yeah.
That's exactly right.
I'll mirror my
if you go into,
thing 'cause it's not supposed to be like that.
you can unmirror it in the what's your
I'm
pow?
just
What's
trying
that?
to, improve the quality of the call. Here.
Thanks,
You have
dude.
definitely contributed to
really
that.
appreciate that.
He could fix the bong hit station. He could fix everything.
Dude,
Hell
like
yeah.
you know, if there is some like international order in the universe, and they're thinking about bringing the Earth into it, one of the conditions might be, dude, you got to regulate all your electronic devices, you know, and then so the aliens give the humans like some crazy tech, and they're like, dude, install this code and everything you got, it'll work itself out. Like you can't, it's not allowable. You can't have 8 billion monkeys go running crazy in the galaxy. You guys get like. You're humans, you're Earth. You don't even think of yourself this way.
This already happened. You have Web 2.0.
Yeah.
Web 2.0. It's. Do you know where it comes from actually?
Tell me.
Which, yeah, tell us. Corporate networks versus protocols. Let's talk about
No,
that.
before there was like Web 1.0, and then it was not accessible for everyone, and then Web 2.0 became accessible in the 90s, and then everybody could have like internet on their computers.
Yeah.
Before
I was a
that,
teenager.
it was very, very, very rare to achieve such a technological state.
You could go to your local university, and they would have a Unix machine that you could log into if they would let you. And
If they would
Right.
let
on the
you, yeah.
on the first day of class, they gave an account to all the incoming freshmen. So if you went to the campus and got the spelling of people's names, you could log into their account using password 123, and then you could change their
Exactly.
Unix account, and you could get a little time on their machine. And then you
So
could,
for-
telnet and
for
grep
every-
between your locations.
For any Generation Z guy out here, following the stream, get the history lesson now.
Yeah.
Because that's what it actually was like. And then
1000%.
2.0 came available out of the blue, and nobody knew where exactly from, but the world changed. Everybody had access to the internet, for the first time ever.
It was
And the
AOL
roads-
and dial-up discs. They mailed out like CDs to the whole world.
and it was awesome. The early internet was the best. You know,
It
like,
was amazing.
wow,
Juno,
like,
but that
everything
was
was
early
possible.
HTTP. Before that, it was BBSs. They had BBSs since the 70s. But you had
Yeah,
to
they
know where
did,
to
they
call. Yeah, you had to know where to
Yeah.
call, and you had to become friends with people. I was like an 8-year-old on the internet, and people thought I was like 25 because I'd fake my
Still.
birthday so I could join the cool clubs.
Forget about sharing images. Forget about
Oh, God.
sharing anything. It was just
It takes a
pure
weekend
text, you
to
know?
share an image.
Yeah. Yeah. Remember the days
It would
when
it
you
would
download
literally take a
porn and,
weekend to
like,
transmit a megabyte. That was how long it would take to transmit a megabyte. Just think about like a 13
remember
megabyte, image.
The days it took
Damn.
like 4 days to download like a nudie picture.
Totally worth it. An extremely motivating reason to learn early computing in the
And there
80s.
there were no pauses. You had to let the machine run all the
Oh,
time.
God.
Because
Yeah.
if you turn it off, it would
That had to be
fall
its
down,
only
you know?
job.
One
Yeah.
person in your house picks up the phone, interrupts the thing. If you don't have the control signal set on your modem
Yeah, the
or the
DSO.
the
Yeah,
air
yeah,
correction, you're
Yeah,
fucked. It's a done.
Yeah.
You're gonna do that again next weekend too.
Golden days. And then you can see like the image and then just above the titties.
This is a meme at this point. People talk about this on the. Oh my god, it's hilarious, dude. It was though. It's very and dude, there was a golden age there in the early 2000s too with Napster, and when that the 2.0 kind of became aggressively sharing, and like let's free the information. It was like a revolution there. Like, put the genie back in the bottle, for God's sake.
The last golden time I've seen was in 2015. More intelligence, like when normal people could actually interfere with wars.
Yeah.
And since then, that was like the last really great thing I've seen in the internet, as in an achievement of people. That really happened though in Syria.
What's wild about the war thing and the connected nature of the internet is that you radicalize people so quickly. All you have to do is show them pictures of the war being conducted and babies being blown up, and everyone goes and they get on a side. It's a way of herding a population to expose them to war.
It's not new. It's not new. Before
No,
it was
it's old. Old as war itself.
Now it's the internet, but before it was like newspapers.
Yeah, exactly.
TV shows, things like that. So that's not new.
It's more decentralized now and more chaotic, and also more just gross and aggressive. I mean, I
wouldn't put the blame on that. I would put more like the blame on our traditional governmental systems. But anyway, we're straying. I was about to reveal how Web 2.0 came to the masses, and that is it's actually a CERN thing. There's this guy, Marcus Nordberg. He, it's a CERN research thing that Web 2.0 came to the people. They developed it.
Yeah. TCP and the pushing out of the protocols and
Yeah, so you could have it on your personal desktop. In
token ring first, then Ethernet for the local network.
We are talking the early 2000s then, when people started to have their own desktops at home. In the 90s, some did. But this was like maybe 10% of the population.
Yeah, it was a very small amount of humans, and you had to get together in nerdy groups to swap software.
Early internet was indeed very small on IRCs and things like that.
Exactly. IRC was awesome for a very long time.
Because we are using maybe too much technical terms here. IRCs were like chat groups.
Internet relay chat. It was basically a protocol you could run on anything. But you could run it.
These days this is darknet, by the way. This is not the web. An IRC is not the web. An IRC is
it's just a protocol.
It's the internet behind the internet, how they say. They still exist.
The older protocol that still works.
Yeah. Peter and I were talking about the death of RSS, and we were asking ourselves, where did RSS go? It's just the difficulty of implementing it or using it. I personally was looking at Infowars.com when Alex Jones got unbanned, and I was like, dude, this website is so tragically a mess. I'm never going to be able to navigate this. And then I realized it had an RSS feed for the whole network, and I just pumped that into my open source RSS feeder, and it reads the feed, and it basically synthesizes an entire network into a stream of easily digestible information if I want it, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's nice.
It's a
That's
very
actually
useful
interesting.
protocol. Yeah.
That's really interesting. I mean, we were talking before, like everything is traceable, so you always
Yeah.
leave like a trace. But what if the trace is unreadable? So that
Encryption,
is
two-factor encryption, or private key encryption.
yeah.
There's a
that-
lot
that
of
you do
there's a lot
that.
of DeFi. There's a place called Skiff, which is entirely blockchain-based, really good security, and it's got email, it's got files, it's got sites. Have you ever looked
This
into
is
the
what-
cryptography of this?
This is what Monero tried to do, but Monero got compromised this week as well. So
Oh, okay.
because they weren't really doing what they were saying what they're doing. So that means all those drug barons that are on there, they're all fucked now. But
You can
but
go
anyway,
third-party key on your Google account, and it just encrypt. It just treats your data. There's most of their system can't see it, and it de-encrypts it right at the moment it's presented to you. And
Yeah,
I've
and
always
that's-
been fascinated by this.
Unless you want to read it, then you have the key.
Of course, yes. Yeah, your browser has to like do the work, and then it does it. It does it. It does it slow, but it does it.
Okay, so where do you have the key stored?
That's it. That's exactly right. You've got to. I haven't looked into it very deeply, but I know that they probably have a good implementation because they saw this all coming years ago, and they talked about it at a lot of their Google I/Os. They were like, yeah, everything will be so trackable, traceable that it'll just have to be encrypted end to
How
end.
this is how Monero got cracked. They had some key stored on some cloud, you know.
Yeah, you make sense to me.
Yeah, so you know what a cloud is. The cloud means
Other people's
server-based
computers.
storage. So
Yeah,
yeah,
they-
not people's. The exact people you don't want to have them know what it is. So
Third
so that's-
party.
Yeah.
yeah, that's like Cloudflare, you know.
Cloudflare.
Well,
Tell me
damn.
about Cloudflare's caching policies. Do you know a nefarious? We use it. We use it for
The
everything.
thing-
It seems
This
pretty
thing,
cutting
one
edge.
One slip and it's fucked. No.
Right. Well, they have a lot of advanced services, but they just got a good network to serve the content through. Really.
Yeah, they do, but they also have like the power to
Turn it off.
yeah,
Censor.
to what am I looking for?
Join a
here?
cause. Get converted to the somebody's mission.
No, to
Send
censor,
this guy some alpha.
certain things like this.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And in this world's political climate, that's maybe not. the
Yeah,
best
no, I hear what
situation
you're
to
saying.
Have so much power in an entity like that.
Yeah, you might.
I say we
lose
go
your
back to
power at
walkie-talkies.
the exact moment you need it.
I've been looking into this little USB adapter. It's like $60, and it basically pulls in the entire spectrum. You can listen to all shortwave, all commercial band. It's just like a uni antenna. It's digital, and it digitizes the signal, and it's remarkable because there's this whole world of shortwave data transfer out there in the world using encryption and one-time pads and all kinds of crazy stuff. Anyway, it's a real spy shit, but
Yeah. Just pick up what's floating by. Look at it.
globally resonating through the one planet.
Yeah.
Like, start your own number station.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, there's actually there's WebDSR which you can access for that, and this is some
Web
university
DSR. Tell me
in-
about this.
in the Netherlands, and you can actually pick up like U.S. Air Force
Yeah, totally.
codes
All of
on
it.
that and everything.
UFOs talking to each other.
No, everything that's on radio signal you can pick up with that. Universitary device, telecommunications.
Yoda's good.
It's
Yeah.
very interesting though.
Yeah, totally.
Not only that, also as you said, data packets. Some of them are
Well,
massive.
no one's shutting
Anyway.
down the electromagnetic spectrum. So,
Swift works on it.
I don't know. I think it's all there's always military and economic and criminal use and all this for all kinds of
Yeah, yeah,
communications and technologies like this. There's
especially economic because
economic,
you know,
especially economic.
all your bank transactions that you do with your credit card or with your debit card, this is not communicated through the internet at all.
Yeah,
This
separate
is
networks.
communicated through radio frequency, and this is a fail-safe, and it's a good fail-safe actually.
Yeah, so it can't be disrupted. Totally. Oh, very nice, very nice. Love it. Quick break, we're back. Here we go.
Not only that.
Nice. That was well timed.
Dude, I want to hear. That was well timed. I want to hear more about money transmitting over radio frequencies. That sounds amazing.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So Swift works over radio signals, because
No
if you have
way.
an outage in one area, it can't affect you. When a radio
Yeah.
wave is sent out, and when a radio transmission is sent out via radio wave, anyone can pick it up, but it's encoded.
Exactly.
So yeah, this is the way it always works. So that's a really good fail-safe system for that.
Right, because you don't have a central point of failure, because you can transmit that pretty much globally if you got enough juice or whatever, the
Yeah.
right frequencies.
You can see it on a band. If you see,
I love this.
if you see the DSR band,
It's going to show up on
above
my
it,
new USB radio. I love it.
you see all that at the end. It's like a frequency,
Yeah.
very high frequency. Nobody uses, especially not radio stations and
Dude.
things like that. So
Dude, if you
that you see like a massive band of data, and that's all the banking transactions going on.
I love it.
Huh.
Yeah, you could listen to it and turn it into a frequency, make music out of it.
Yeah, it sounds fucking horrible.
I bet it's like got to be the worst static ever. It's the static of
There's
greed.
that-
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
it's like the sound of the global beast
Greed and
breathing.
consumption. Yeah. Just like
It's literally the sound
Metabolism.
it's literally the sound of capitalism, actually.
yeah.
Totally, yeah.
But not capitalism.
You owe this, I owe this. It's like ledger. It's like ledger
Even-
transmission.
Even the communists had banks, but
Yeah.
Totally.
Even
it's,
slaves
um,
have to buy things.
yeah, you
Jesus.
need the
The
monetary.
commissary at our global
It's the
prison.
sound it's the sound of the global monetary system. That's what it is. Transactions.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, exactly. That's kind of
Between
cool. There's a lot of art in that.
It's not actually money. It's more like you can retrace that to bartering almost, like goods going
Energy
back and forth.
transfer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I got
Energy
2 eggs in
transfer.
Switzerland, and I trade you for 3 pebbles in Portugal. Yes.
No, that's basically what
Agreed.
you do, but you trade it for currency, and currency is the intermediary.
Right.
So yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah. Totally. No, it's wild, dude. It's
And
how imaginative
market
is our
does.
species. My goodness gracious.
yeah, right. Use
I will-
We're magical.
sound signals.
I'll link it in the private chat. I don't know if you have the means
Nice.
to link that in
Yeah, totally.
public
Oh,
one.
yeah.
We'll pull you in. We got a whole bunch of signal stuff we can bring into if you want.
Yeah.
Well, it's really cool to play around with.
Yeah, that's fun. Well, here's the thing. If you ever like meet a UFO,
Don't
And they
get
say, "Hey,
don't
man."
get don't get caught up in it. Like you seen that movie A Beautiful Mind?
oh yeah,
Yeah,
Great movie.
That's one of
it looks a
those.
lot like my
Yeah.
bedroom. I'm just kidding.
Don't get fucking caught up in that, man. Seriously.
Dude, if you were talking to
You'll
an
be
alien,
spending days like trying to decode USAF.
yeah, no. You're 1,000% right. There's no. You're staring into a cryptographic encoded message. I can find the key.
It
But
is
that's
cool
what
as
you do.
fuck,
If you meet the right alien and they're like, "Hey man, what do you need?" and like be like, "Can I have like the mini AI version, the really super smart one that can like make copies of itself?" And they're like, "That's kind of illegal for me to give it to you." Like, please. And they go, "There you go." I go, "Okay, thanks."
I'll come back to that movie though. Like, it's like what the guy was doing in the shed.
In the shed. Jesus, this sounds terrible.
Yeah,
But anyway.
you know,
Once you turn the alien AI loose on this, it just hoovers up the Swift transmissions and then can reverse the cryptography in like
Oh,
seconds.
you mentioned something right there. It's the alien AI. You
Yeah.
know, it's not alien.
No, you're right,
So-
1,000%.
What we perceive here as so far technologically advanced as us is actually us. We are now in a time that we are busy developing this, and it is so. This is like Web 2.0 in the beginning. You know, what is this? Oh my God! You know, this has to come from some other planet.
Yeah.
Well, exactly. I would just
We're,
say
like,
if
we're getting a
there
full
was,
lick, more pressure.
can you imagine if you rolled up on a planet and they were all wired up with like the telegraph and you were like, oh shit, you'd be running things soon, right?
Well, it's happening. It's happening in real life right now. Have you
Exactly.
seen those new Apple headsets?
Yeah.
It's all over.
Yeah,
I haven't
bro.
watched any of the media on them, but I was
Yeah,
after.
Dude, Casey Neistat's video on it is fucking crazy.
He did
It's
sell
a-
it really well.
Yeah, it was.
Yoda.
Yoda.
Well, yeah, that was basically a big ad, but it was still really cool.
Yeah, you could tell he liked it. He usually,
Yes.
he was actually excited about it. He hasn't been excited about much tech recently. Honestly.
Well,
That's-
also just like what he was able to do in Times Square, like
Yeah.
just that was like that is something you've never been able to do before.
Yeah. So basically,
super weird,
what
but-
it is like alters reality, which
Yeah.
you see through some goggles, and you can also connect like a hearing tool, so like a regular headset, so you hear the sounds. And I've also seen like there's applications already that you can put on your mouth and your nose, so that can even create smells, things like that. So that's all possible. That's already there.
Yeah.
Now, still, it's not that advanced in the sense of basically what it does. It gives you like 3
Who's
desktops to
designing
work
those?
with.
Yeah, crazy desktops. That's what I see it as now.
Yeah,
like
that's
that's
what
a
it is
decent
right now.
desktop.
Yeah,
and-
but when you apply AI on that, then
Yeah.
you're gonna see some fucking crazy shit.
Oh, 1,000%. It's remarkable how fast the image generation is going. It's ridiculous. It's remarkable how fast the video generation is going. It's like a year behind, but it's
That's-
exponential growth. So a year is like 1,000 years.
I don't like it in a way because that's like the Matrix in real.
Yeah. No, the tools of control have never been more plentiful and cheaply available. This is why we need excellent laws, and we need to return to an earlier version of what freedom meant in America. Well, our society is collapsing in so
Well,
many ways, dude. It's wild.
I somewhat agree and somewhat disagree, and this is coming from someone that also worked for governments.
Yeah,
This is a tool that's really easy to abuse.
exactly.
So I'm not entirely.
It's
I
not
mean,
a super. Yeah.
You can't not be in favor because it is progression, but well, technologically. But on the other hand, I mean there are some real dangers here, and
Exactly.
your own government is not always your friend in this. You
Exploiting
know?
Oh God, 100%. No. And it's been we're seeing the weaponization of every branch of our government in America in the last like 4 or 5 months. It's really all come to light through various whistleblowers and stuff. It's crazy, dude. It's here's the cool part.
Well, look around
Somebody-
you. The world is on fire.
Well, you know, Julian
Yeah,
Julian
420.
Assange. I heard a very short clip of him today, where he said, "You know what's really kind of fucking nice about all of this?" And it's like, dude, what's the message? And he's like, well,
Called it.
over the last, he goes, yeah, I called it. He goes, he's like, over the last 50 years, every war that America's got into has been, all these wars are wars that you have to trick people into getting into. People don't want to do this, and so you have to lie to them and you have to deceive them, and the media goes along with it and you know, manufactures the consent, as Noam Chomsky would say. And he was like, that's kind of touching, because what it means is that people don't want to put up with war, and if people actually get control of their governments, there will be no more war. How cool is that? I'm like, fucking go Assange, dude.
Yeah.
That's actually a really good point.
I know.
During these wars,
Bullshit
you see,
wars just means no one wants to do it. Like, you have to lie
Yeah,
and cheat.
You see
know,
Ukrainians fighting
blackmail.
Russians, and they're like basically the same.
Yeah,
They didn't want to fight each other originally.
exactly.
But they are. They're killing each other right now. So
I know. There's so many,
Um,
and there's so much of an outbreak in the Middle East as well. It's very. I pray for peace in the world all the time. It's remarkable how
We won't have peace.
laissez-faire. No. But we will continue to hope
debt,
for it.
American debt needs the war. So
Yeah.
they're gonna have their war, and they're apparently
Ugh.
right now picking it with Iran. So yeah.
I know. It's ridiculous. It's absolutely it's criminal and needs to be stopped immediately and does not
You
represent
do
the will
know-
of like 80+% of Americans.
Yeah, but Iran has allies, and you do know who those are, no? So
I'm sure the same. Yeah, not the. It's ridiculous how
That's
how
Russia.
laissez-faire the whole thing is.
so yeah.
I know. It's crazy.
So we're actually back in the Cold War 2.0, and
Well, Tucker
Probably-
Carlson's interviewing Putin like tonight.
no, it's already done. He's already gone.
Oh, nice. I hadn't seen it. It hadn't been released. The interview.
Yeah, he
But,
walked out. He walked out, and he survived. So I think it went well.
That's, you know what? And what's so cool about what is so cool about that? Well, you know, poisons take months to kick in. Don't
Yeah.
you know? Don't forget. Just kidding. But,
Oh no! They get sick on the night itself. You know, they don't waste any
Well,
time.
dude, here's the cool.
Efficiency.
What was cool about what he was saying is that Putin actually was trying to figure out how to get a peace deal done in the first week after it broke out. The United States blocked Putin in the UN, blocked it, and through our proxies and such. And so it was like, dude, Putin didn't want this thing, and then they cut him out of the media. They make him like you know, completely bad guy, super bad guy. Can't even bring up his name, even though we want to get in a war with him or whatever. And here's the cool part: he could go, dude. This is Tucker Carlson explained this on X. He was like, if you guys do this and this and this war will stop tonight. And then it's just like you're literally through journalism you're changing this thing. I don't know, it's
Yeah, but
crazy.
it could very well be. But the thing is, I mean,
Yeah.
this is not that simple as good or bad. You know, if you remember
it's
Putin,
complicated.
Yeah.
when he first got into power, he wanted that to actually join NATO. So this is the same guy.
Wow, jeez, dude, I love what Assange is saying there. Like,
the war should never have happened in the first place.
never,
And
none of these wars. Oh my God, they're
and that's
so
the thing is-
avoidable through
but
diplomacy.
the
This is
thing
what
is right
diplomacy's
now,
for.
right now we're in it, and I don't know either how this is
It's a
going
tragedy.
to play out. It's not good.
No,
it's
it's
not
horrible.
good.
Ugh,
Yeah.
it's terrible.
We should
And it's
never
also
have
being-
we should never have gotten into conflict with these people in the first place.
Yeah.
The thing is, right now, well, whatever comes out of that interview, it will not
Yeah.
have a good. It will
Well,
not have a good outcome.
I think what it'll do, it forces the hand on the Manchurian candidate that Biden is. He is basically president by committee of whoever can crank up the Adderall IV. You know, read this, Grandpa. Like it's Manchurian candidate time. These idiots have stumbled us into three wars. Like they bombed 3 separate countries in like the last 24 hours.
Yeah.
They're fucking. This is proof that you need someone who knows what the hell they're doing this, and they're not it. They've proven that. Like
Yeah.
we can't replace this government fast enough. We're doing it in November.
America is in a really difficult place right now because
Oh,
if they don't
it's horrible.
if they don't have a war, their economy is fucked.
We would do
Totally.
great without a war. We would take all that money which we print. We don't even make it, and we would put it into education and.
Yeah, but that's the thing. That's the thing that you say right there because the money that you print it needs to get bought. If it
It's
doesn't
insanity.
get bought,
It's insane how this whole thing is on a razor's edge with the dollar being the reserve currency, and how much that's about this debt. This debt is
Yeah,
ridiculous, and it's gonna be
Yes.
it's gonna be the end of the world, dude. Like, cause we're not going
but-
down, and we got nukes. That's not good.
what happens if your debt doesn't get sold?
There is a part of me that's like, I've known this since I was a teenager. It's the worst feeling
Right?
that this
Oh.
is how it's being done. It's also like being held hostage. Like the currency, your savings.
Get him, Peter. Get him. Yeah.
Get him, Peter. It holds a society hostage, and the Federal Reserve that does this shenanigans is a private institution. So it's like our money is printed by like
Yeah.
Walmart. It's not real, dude. In any meaningful way, it's not real.
Yeah, but
Because
also the
it's
money
based on-
spent is not real. So it's money
we need
spent
to
that-
disable the Fed. We
but
need
it
to.
is
We need
real.
to. Well-
because it's backed by someone else. So in a way,
Exactly.
America has been spending money, not theirs, because they sold their
On
their
what?
debt
I know, and
products.
on these stupid wars, it's ridiculous. And
No, it's not. It's nothing to do with wars. It's just you make debt, and whenever you have a war, you have an intensive for other parts of the world to invest in you to keep that going a little longer, and that's why you need wars. But the foundational problem is not there. The foundational problem is lending. And
It all-
it's
Yeah,
It's overlanded.
stacking all that.
yeah. So now you guys. I'm not American, but you guys are.
Yeah.
So you guys are in a situation right now where you have your majority of debt is owed to China,
Yeah.
right?
Exactly.
See where I'm going? Right.
Well,
So
Yeah. No kidding. It's a
We owe
financial
China.
war.
That is for sure. It's interesting,
China right
I-
now is imploding. So
No, it's imploding. It really is. Peter Zeihan gives it less than a decade at current rates.
it won't even be that long.
I know. Well, it's going to be very interesting, as my grandma used to say.
Well,
How it all
As you
shakes
say-
out.
as you say,
There's
you
so
have
many
nukes.
people here, 330 people. It's such a crazy diverse group of humans, and there's those of us who've been screaming from the rooftops since we had breath that this is bullshit, you know, and voting and like, you know, working for change and like, it's there's so much change that's needed, and it's
not only
very
that.
yeah.
If you have upcoming election this year, yes?
Yeah.
Yes, big one.
Okay. If you have a Republican or a Democrat candidate winning the elections, you will probably have civil war states.
I know, they're
things
making
like
a movie
going
about it.
on.
Alex Garland's making a movie about the Civil War.
So
Maybe
the
we'll
only
expiate
sound,
it through art.
the only sound things you can do is go for an independent and hope for peace.
Go independent and hope for peace like Switzerland.
Yeah. Sounds fun.
Dude, you know what?
Well, it's not like Switzerland, but in what you should vote, because if you vote either way, they are so adverse to each other right now, there is no cooperation possible.
Yeah.
So you need
I think
to,
that's in the political game and from the propaganda.
I don't even
think
know.
generally.
I don't even know the candidates
Yeah.
of the independency, and
Well,
I don't even know how many there are. But
the election process is choked by two parties that control it maniacally and try to push all change out, and that's why they're old and it's a bad system, because they've used their power to halt change, and both parties have done it. And
Oh, that's the
Yeah, the
Starlink,
dropout.
man.
And this was like a really good point he was trying
Yeah.
to make. It's such a fucking shame.
Oh fuck, I died.
Oh god, that's sour.
Oh jeez. Yeah, what was he saying? I forgot. Where was he? Pick it up.
Yeah, it was like going on between the parties and a bipartite system.
Bipartisan. Yeah, I think that these two. I think that Americans generally, like, we're just kind of depressed and numb based off of how we've been completely tricked into giving all of our attention into algorithms that make us divisive to each other. But I don't think in general an American is like close to going to have any energetic desire to start going to war with another American. I really don't see that. There was a time last year when a lot of my male friends were pretty jumpy, and maybe that comes in cycles. But I don't see civil war in America.
Just the fear, you know. We, as Europeans, we like to have stability in the world, you know, because we are mainly trade focused. So yeah.
Yep.
We're actually pretty peaceful since World War II, you know. We may have had some, you know, some little things in the past, but but right now,
pretty good.
Little things in the past. Dude, that's so recent. That's so recent history. It's so crazy, dude. It's so crazy.
I think that was just like yeah, you know, it's just one nation that got mad a little bit. So
Yeah.
it was only 5 years as well, you know. It was.
It took a solid quenching though.
Yeah,
it
but
took a major
yeah,
rally.
That's how we are, you know.
Listen, human nature is nuts, and people are crazy. Dude, I'm gonna invite you guys to another. I'm gonna invite you guys to another.
We haven't even bitten yet, you know. This was just like warning, you know.
Okay, I'm in the queue. If you guys get someone else knocked off the server there. Daniel is invisible to me. Let me do this and this. Okay, that's trashed. I don't see Daniel's video, but hopefully it's going out. Daniel, can you hear us?
No.
I can hear
Can you
you.
hear him?
Oh, I can hear him
Okay.
now.
I can
Couldn't
hear him
hear
now.
him a second
Okay.
ago.
Okay, great.
Turn my gain up.
You're good. I just my browser's trashed here.
Actually, we've been on here for hours, and it's the first time I'm going to ask. But what game is this? Actually? It's like Star Wars.
It is.
Things.
We call it our Vietnam simulator.
Yeah. Vietnam Simulator.
It's a Vietnam simulator.
It could very well be with different skins,
Yeah.
though.
Yeah, totally. It's
We,
somewhat
I always
jungle-based.
say, I wish for that one time we could play this game where the bodies stack on top of each other. They don't
Where you actually
disappear.
see it.
See, look,
Exactly.
like this guy's about to disappear.
That takes a lot of processing power on the video.
You'd crash it.
I don't, yeah.
You'd crash it with bodies.
There are strong computers out there, okay?
I mean, there could
Yeah, that's true.
there could possibly be a way to program that on server side, so the server has to worry about stacking bodies and clients.
It's actually crazy what kind of machines there are there to process graphical things. I'm running
it's really what drove it a lot. Gaming, computer gaming.
Well, also,
yeah. I'm running a.
What are you running?
No, I'm no. Go ahead. I'll wait a little bit.
Damn.
No, I'm
What? Well, I was saying that enterprise-grade hardware has been improving and it trickles down, and there's been a lot of money being invested in server-grade hardware.
Never so much than now, where companies are rated on how many GPUs they're launching with and stuff. It's crazy.
Yeah, but then like CPUs, the CPU like server side is like insane. The core counts get it to like.
It's also pretty
96
logical.
Or like 124. Crazy amounts of cores.
I mean, when you see how much money Nvidia got in the last year, it's pretty logical. That's making a revolution right now.
Yeah.
There's a lot of money.
Nancy Pelosi has made like over $1 million already.
Because gaming is
stock.
Money does get.
Good on her. Hey, I'm eating rice and fucking spaghetti.
She's timing the market really well. That's what I'm calling out.
Yeah.
Politicians are making money.
I'd like some insider
Yeah.
information like that, and at Warren
go
has,
fuck
you know.
themselves. Yeah.
Yeah, that's fun.
Oh my god. No, it's just like it's a small soap bubble of corruption that you can see, and you're like,
Yeah.
dude, if they're not hiding that, like, what is going on in the smoky rooms?
What matters? What's valuable?
If that's happening in the public
Yeah.
square, please tell me, like, dear
Like,
Lord.
where's the line? Like,
No, dude, listen to me. She just got lucky, okay?
she just got lucky. Yeah, she does all the time too.
They have
that's
these.
why she's
Yeah.
as much as she is now.
You know when you go to the casino and you pay slots and you have like a lucky streak? Yeah, that's
This
exactly
is
it, man.
God's daughter right here. Over here.
Yeah, blessed in any way.
She's telling the future, representing us, just giving us. What a benevolent host.
Yeah, she's not even Jewish.
Not even. That's hilarious. Dude, have you seen benevolent or unusual whales on Twitter? They had this on an account for the longest time, and they just track the investment portfolios of the Congress that are publicly available. And they had people making trades with them. Like
That's forbidden.
just to stack on their trades.
No, the Muslims would call it haram.
Haram. Dude, what you have said specifically, when you said, what's the right thing? Dude,
I need
it's
to
all
start
about
tapping
what's
out of here.
what's the old? What's the
yes,
old?
It's been a good conversation though. Yeah, what's the find it.
Usury. It all comes down to usury. You're charging of interest.
Rent sinking?
Yeah, it's
Rent
biblical, dude.
I'm really having problems with the anti-Semitism here.
Anti-Semitism, anti-interest. No, it's in the Bible, dude. It's old. It's very old. It's not at all. Oh my god. May the
That's
world figure its shit out.
Please. Yeah.
Dude,
We did.
it was nice hanging out. Daniel, it was nice hanging out.
We can't be
Yes,
going
yes.
after each
Okay.
other's margins. That can't be. That's what it is.
Nice. Have a wonderful time in Crazy Islands. Have a wonderful time wherever the world finds you.
Yes. Good
Blessings,
evening.
everyone.
This place sucks, man.
Yeah.
We're gonna
Happy
go out on this
island
song.
roasting.
Here we go. Woo!
Okay, bye bye.